Welcome back, everybody, to another episode here on the Oshay Duke Jackson Channel. I am your host, Oshay Duke Jackson. For those of you who are waiting in the live stream, I do apologize for the late start. Thank you for waiting. And for those of you entering the live stream, thank you for coming in. For those of you who are watching the restream, we definitely appreciate you for restreaming or subscribing to the channel if you're a first time or returning subscriber here. Today, we got a very, very up and coming, talented brother in YouTube, man. He has a lot of personality, a lot of zeal, and we're going to talk about one of his story times at some part in the interview, how I almost got robbed in Medellin, Colombia. And I want to introduce to some and present to others. This is Ace. This is Ace Live. What is it? This is Ace Live?
This is Ace Live, man. What's up? What's up? What's up? It's the boy. This is Ace Live. I want to do YouTube. What's going on, Shay?
What's going on, man? I actually have misspelled the name. I put this is Ace is. I'm like, oh hell no, man, I'm fucking up. But man, thanks for coming on, man. I found out about your channel when we was on Hangout with Morty Maya. For those people who may not know you, kind of tell them what brought you over to YouTube and what got you making videos.
Hello everybody. My name is Ace, but my channel is This Is Ace Live. What got me to YouTube is a trip. I was going to Costa Rica one day and I was just filming it. And I said, you know what, let me put it up. You know, this film I created. And from that point, I got some good reviews. And I said, you know what? It's not a lot of brothers doing this, man. I started looking online. I found a couple of brothers doing it. I said, you know what? But let me put and document my experience traveling. And that's really what got me into YouTube, for real.
How long have you been on YouTube for?
Over a year and a half. Over a year and a half. It was an interesting experience. I first started, I guess my YouTube career has been mostly based off of travel. I first started doing this was when I was going to a wedding. I was going to a wedding in Canada. And I needed a passport. I got a criminal background, and I figured, damn, I might not get into Canada. I'm supposed to be walking my boy's wedding, and I said, fuck, I might not have an opportunity, but I was able to go. And once I got through that airport, got through customs, and I was allowed in, I was like, wow, this is something special. What the fuck I've been doing with my life? All this time, I'm in my 30s. I think I'm like close to my 30s at this particular point, and I'm like, all this time. I've been in the States and I'm in Florida. I've been just traveling to this small shit like Orlando and all this other stuff. But I haven't even been considering moving and going out of the country. It felt crazy being in a different type of system.
Mm-hmm.
When I was there, I got back from the wedding and I was like telling myself, like, what else can I do? My boy, he's been working out of the country for a couple of years. He's been inviting me to go. Mm-hmm. So he was living in Aruba, and I was like, all right, yo, I'm coming through. I got this passport now. I'm gonna see what's up. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited. Like I'm part of a membership. Like this was something special to me. I'm like, okay. So I hit my boy up. I said, yo, I'm coming through. Had a wonderful time. My boy was like, yo, man, you slipping, man. I've been to Venezuela. I've been to Costa Rica, and that's when I went to Costa Rica. Mm-hmm. When I went to Costa Rica, and I'm traveling by myself, fellas. I go to Costa Rica and I had an adventurous time. I was actually staying in a hotel next to, some of you guys may know Del Rey, right? I met a couple of cool brothers that was in the area, I think at the Sportsman Lounge. I went to the Sportsman Lounge. I met some brothers and they was able to show me around. Had a decent time in Costa Rica. So one of the brothers, he's also from Florida. He mentioned something about, oh, my boy went to Colombia, something like that. So when I got back home, right, as soon as I got home, the next day, I looked online about Colombia. I was talking to a couple of homeboys at my job, some who were Colombian, and they were telling me, yo, if you're going to Colombia, you got 3 options. I was telling my options, and he was like, man, go to Medellin. I went to Medellin, and Medellin blew Costa Rica out the water. San Jose, Costa Rica, guys. Okay. As far as nightlife and the way my experience was. And I was like, yo, this place is crazy. And then I went back to Costa Rica, and then I went back to I went back just to see if, because they said it's good to go to Costa Rica around Super Bowl time. So I went back to Costa Rica. It was all right. But then I went to Medellin. I said, yo, I love the city. The fact that, and the reason why I love the city was the women, of course. The women are beautiful over there.
Mm-hmm.
The money really works. American money really works in that side of the world. You know, you can go, like when you travel and you go on vacations, there's a big difference. You got to pay attention because when you travel, depending on where you go, you might be entering a tourist trap. You might be entering a tourist area where all the money is marked up to a certain price to meet American standard. So when I went to Colombia, that was different. Like if I'm paying for this Arizona right here, this is $1 in the States, but in Colombia, something equivalent is like 30-something cents. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate they didn't mark up the price, especially, and I was staying in a tourist area. And I said, yo, this place is really great. I was working for a piece of shit job. You know what I'm saying? I want to really travel the world. So I said, you know what? I'm going to save me some money and I'm going to experience this for real. So this year, I resigned from my job, save me enough money so I can move to Colombia for 3 months.
Okay.
I was there for 3 months. I documented in a series called Moving to Colombia. My whole experience, as far as tell experience, going out, meeting people, dealing with the food, dealing with the whole experience of living there and places, things people should consider doing while in the city of Medellin.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I want to say before I go any further, I did do a lot of research. I did look at other YouTubers. So I can't go forward without saying shout out to Passport Heavy. Shout out to I Am Mawa, and shout out to Rich World. Shout out to all these other people who have documented that country because they have given me some advice, some inadvertently advice, good advice on what or how I should expect. You know what I'm saying? But it's important to note that every one of these travel have their own detailed experience, and when people do travel, you're gonna have your own experience as well. It's not going to be the same, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody brings certain different things to the table. You know, as far as me, I'm from South Florida. I'm familiar being around Latin people. I speak a little Spanish, you know what I'm saying? So my experience might be different from those who travel themselves. But I guess in my channel, I do try to give it, my experience, and hopefully you can learn from my experience. I'm rambling on. My bad.
No. It's fine. Guys, we have 146 people in the chat. Come on in and like the video. Subscribe to the This Is Ace Live YouTube channel. Is right there in the description. Let me talk to you before we kind of get into the topic here. You did mention that you went to Costa Rica, and then you found that Medellin was better. You did mention that price was something that was better in Colombia than in Costa Rica. What are some other things that you can appreciate more about Medellin or Colombia with regards to Costa Rica?
All right. Well, I'm a single guy, and I like to go out at night. So I think the scene was a little bit different. Now, granted, I didn't see the whole city of Costa Rica, but I did go out with some of the locals that that work at the hotel I was staying at, and they brought me to a couple of places. It wasn't popping to me. You know what I'm saying? It was a younger crowd. It wasn't for me. I like to be around people of my age. You know what I'm saying? And where I was staying, it was more catered to a mongering type of atmosphere, which is cool for people who are into that. But at the same time, I want to diversify. I want to really get into the nightlife, and that's where Medellin stepped up the plate. They had so much stuff available for you. They really tailored that place. Some people say that Medellin is like the South of the equivalent of Las Vegas of South America. Like people from all over South America will travel to Medellin and treat it like it's Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I love the place. I love the place because of the nightlife. It's so diverse. There's so many different places. Not only in the tourist location, there's so many different places in which I document in my channel where you can probably go and have a great time and experience. It's an adventure. It's an adventure. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeking an adventure, but I don't want to be stuck in Colombia. But I'm making some foundation in Colombia though.
Let me ask you this, because we know that there have been a lot of guys, a lot of positive things that you like about Colombia, but we're gonna then transition into a situation that you talked about on your own YouTube channel.
Okay.
A very well told story, and it's how you almost got robbed, or your friend almost got robbed in Medellin. Let's talk about this particular time, an incident, so we can kind of build off of that, if you don't mind.
All right. This is before I moved for 3 months. This actually happened. I think it happened over a year ago, a year and a half ago, pretty much. It was around my birthday weekend or something like that, and I invited a couple of my friends to visit Colombia with me. And we decided that when we go, we would stay in a more outside of the tourist area. We wanted to stay in the central area, downtown central area, and pretty much enjoy our time there. With so many different tourist spots over there. They have beautiful women over there. It was around the corner from a strip club we like to go to. We were just having a ball, enjoying our time over there. So while we were there, we got comfortable. Especially me. I could say, for example, I actually got very comfortable over there. I was doing things that locals should know, and people who are traveling to Colombia should know not to do. Which was, I wasn't dressing my part. I was dressing like I was in some island or something like that. I was walking around the streets of downtown Medellin with sandals on. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine you downtown, you see a brother with some sandals on and a tank top. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to you, but to me, I was just so relaxed, because what happened is our hotel was there, so I would just walk out early in the morning and just go like wherever with my sandals on. It's like my last full day there. So, anyways, early in my boy wanted to exchange some money.
Okay.
So he said, okay, let's go exchange money. We go to a place that we thought we can exchange American money, because we exchange pesos over there.
Right.
It happens they don't exchange money there, right? We were just coming from a night out of partying, and I was just talking to my boy about how we had so much fun. I actually took $30 American and went to the bank over there and made them exchange it into pesos, which is like 100,000 pesos. So I got 100 ones in pesos, 100 pesos, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I went to the strip club, and you know what we do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I did it in a respectful manner. Everybody was having fun, right? So I was just, in the morning, I was going like this in the morning, downtown Medellin, looking like a duck. All right.
All right.
I was looking like a duck. I was slipping. I ain't gonna lie, but I felt so comfortable because we were there for a couple of days. Nothing happened.
Okay.
Anyway, my boys come back to me. My boy said, hey, he can't exchange American money here. So he said, all right, let's go back to the hotel and get this debit card. So we go back to the hotel to pick up the debit card, right? And next thing you know, on our way, we go through our corner. I want you to understand, like, Medellin downtown area is over, I would say, maybe close to 200,000 people outside. Like, in the morning time, people get to work.
Okay.
Right?
Seems like he froze. Is he froze? The white man got his foot on the broadcast. Guys, am I froze or is he froze?
Look like both of us froze.
Okay, no. Okay. Go ahead now.
You good?
You're talking about the part where
I hit the corner, right?
No, you're talking about the part where people get to work, because I think we all missed the other part. The white man was holding you back, brother.
All right, cool. So pretty much, right? It'd be around 200,000 people outside. They go to work. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel uncomfortable. Everybody's in good spirits. Everybody is pretty much working hard, trying to get things done. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I like Colombia. There's a lot of hardworking people, but there's also some scammers over there trying to come up. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about, I'm with two other brothers, and so we're walking back to our hotel because my boy can't exchange money. So he says he wants to get his debit card to pull out some money from the ATM. So while we heading back, We head into the street where our hotel at. Where our hotel at, the avenue, there's nobody there. It's quiet. It's a quiet block. We get in front of our hotel, across the street from our hotel. My boy stops to ask me how the ATM works. While he stops, out of nowhere, some dude puts a screwdriver to his neck.
Wait, stop right here. Out of nowhere, just
out of nowhere, like we like out of nowhere, somebody puts a screwdriver to his neck, and I'm like, you know, I'm from in Miami, and I know people are gonna be like, this everything happened in a split second. This story I'm about to tell you, so understand when I say this, right? In Miami, we sometimes we play like that. We like, what's up? Like we come behind our homeboy and be like, what's up? What's up? You know what I'm saying? So we do that sometimes. So when it happened to my boy, I couldn't believe it. I'm thinking like, who playing around? Who playing around? And then I'm like, oh no, we in Colombia. This is Colombia. See, this is how comfortable I had got. I felt like I was home. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, this is crazy, right? So next thing you know, I did was my boy flinched. Anybody put something to your neck like this? Let me put it right here. Anybody put something to your neck like this? You don't know what you have on your neck, so you're gonna move back like this. Mm-hmm. You don't know exactly what you have. You naturally you're gonna do this if someone puts something on your neck. Right. So he flinches back, and when he flinches back, I was able to grab the guy's hand that had the screwdriver. Okay. So me and him are tussling, and this is when I know I have a problem. You know what I'm saying? Because it was early in the morning. It's my birthday week. I got a cup of whiskey that's damn near I've been drinking all morning, and I've been very proud about because this is my problem because the whiskey I've been drinking it all day and it was still full. That thing was still full, and I'm so tussling with this guy with this whiskey here, and I'm looking at it. Everything split second, and I'm like looking at it like I end up throwing the whiskey in the guy's face. Like I was like, damn, I throw it in his face. I blind the guy. Okay. Right? He falls back. When he falls back, I was like, yo, right? I pick up the screwdriver, right? Mm-hmm. He takes off. When he takes off, I say something in Spanish. I forget the words right now. So when he takes off, I take off. One of my sandals I start off wrong. One of my sandals come off. I'm like, damn, one of my sandals come off. Now everything's split second now. I said, okay, I already know I can't be running around downtown area with just one sandal. You know what I'm saying? So I put it on. Thank God I thought about that, because then every other thought came to mind. While I put it on, the crowd that saw it was like, yo, go get him. He's right there. Everything came into perspective at that time. Mm-hmm. What happened was I felt like, damn, I'm good. My boy's good. Apparently the guy was touching his phone, something like that, trying to grab his phone or something. Mm-hmm. And so, but my boy have his phone. Everybody's good. What can happen if I chase this guy? I'm pretty fast. Chances are I might catch him. I catch him, what I'm gonna do? I might whoop his ass, right? Me and my boys, we whoop his ass, right? What the crowd gonna think? Crowd don't know nothing. We chased the guy. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna say, oh, Americans. First of all, because I'm black, they wouldn't have known I was not American until I start talking, right? There's so much black people in Colombia, but they would have been like, try to figure it out. Once they established that I was American, the crowd probably would have been upset. Or he could have led us, right, to where he wanted us to go, where his other boys at, and that wouldn't have been nice. I'm wearing sandals. That wouldn't have been nothing nice. You know what I'm saying? So thank God nothing happened. I actually have pictures of it on my channel, like the screwdriver. If you go to my channel, you'll see the screwdriver. I actually put that screwdriver in my pocket, and I had it there for the rest of my stay. Now, I made that story. I posted that story years after the events. After I had moved there for 3 months and everything. This should let people know, like, I am totally comfortable living in Colombia and being in that area. I've been in that area several times. I was in Colombia last week, and I was in that area. It just, I felt like I put myself in a compromising position because I didn't do the things the proper way. I wasn't dressed the proper way. You know what I'm saying? Not to say what the person tried to do was justified. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta understand that's not my hood. You know what I'm saying? people are hungry, and then I gave someone an idea or feel like he could come up. Luckily, things didn't work out that way. I don't recommend people, if they can save someone, then try to. But if you can just give the person what they want, give them what they want. You know what I'm saying? Give them what they want and let them clear out. You know what I'm saying? So you can live another day and you can get your cell phone or anything, whatever you're trying to get. You can repurchase that, but you can't repurchase your life or your health or stuff like that. But I had some crazy experience traveling, not only there, also in Costa Rica as well. So it can happen anywhere as far as being robbed or being put in a compromising position. So that's a couple of things I like to talk about on my channel, so people know, like, hey, you coming over here, but be smart about how you move over here.
Right. Let me do this real quick. And guys, remember what he said. Be comfortable about how you move in these different places. Now let me do this. We'll continue to interview Ace's live YouTube channel. Go into the description, subscribe to him. Like I said, up and coming YouTuber, very, very talented. I need some brothers to like the video, right? You know, I'm big on likes. So if you're here, 100 likes will get us to 152. So if you're in here, I appreciate the like. We have a really, really great guest today. So do that for me. I really, 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 really appreciate you. Let me go ahead and shout out some of the super chat brothers. Harold Jackson, thank you so much. Oshay, ask him about Chaco Izeze. She is a black Colombian. She is a banger, my dude. Good, this guy. Good dude. This guy, she has IG. Who is this? You know who she is?
Yeah, I know who she is. She's a friend of mine. You know, a lot of guys, you know, I want to put this out. A lot of guys think because I showcase women on my show that I'm actually dating these women. I'm not dating these women. They're friends. And I put them on my show to give them exposure. So as far as that goes, I have a lot of lady friends. Okay, I put them on. If I don't put them on, there's a reason why I don't put them on. But if I put them on, man, go ahead. She's a sexy chocolate Colombian, and she it's not only her. There's so many different beautiful. I think people think when they go to Colombia, it's only going to be white European type women there, and we gotta break that stereotype. And one of the missions of my channel was to showcase the black people in Colombia, and it's kind of special too. You know what I'm saying? That you meet black people and they have a different type of idea, culture standpoint when it comes to pretty much how you would get in the United States. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll tell someone I'm going to Colombia, oh, you're gonna go mess with some white girls, blah 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 blah. No, I'm gonna go mess with some sisters that think a little bit differently than the women down here. All right.
Think a little. We'll talk about that too. Think a little bit.
Now. Don't get crazy now. I'm still mad. I love my sisters. All right. There's sisters all over the world. Okay. And I can't deny them. You know what I'm saying? What the hell? Okay, some people say I'm hiding these girls. Listen, I'm not. I don't hide. I ain't hiding no girls. If I post pictures of girls, hey, I want you to know those girls. So don't feel. I know because I hear talk about in the sphere, like, yo, if you go to my channel, there's one thing that I tell people, a couple of things. It ain't fun unless the homie has some. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here to build, not destroy. You know what I'm saying? I would never be here to be negative about anything. I want to be positive. I think we can do great things if we work together.
Let me also shout out to my brother Nana Welbeck. Brothers with passports always happy. Shout out to the brother. Thank you so much. HD, respect to what you guys are doing. Thank you so much, brother, for the support. Harold Jackson, she is your type. Oshay, yes, I just checked her out, and she definitely. Did you meet her personally?
Who? Me?
Personally, the black chick you talking about?
Oh yeah, I have her on my show. Like I have a couple of videos I made with her.
Is her booty? You think her booty is real or is it fake?
I think it's real, man. I'm terrible when it comes to like knowing.
Did you grab it?
Yeah, yeah, I grabbed it before. Is that up the world? That's my homie though. She my homegirl. Okay, that's me.
I need more homegirls like that nigga. Goddamn, boy.
Everybody got some women like you. That's your homegirl. Hey, come on, damn, girl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the homie, man. So I don't want to get anybody upset because I know some people might be, that's one thing about it. Some people might fall in love and stuff like that. You brought up two topics, right? Like two things I want to talk about. You brought up I'm looking over here because I got a monitor over here. But you brought up two topics. One of the topics is plastic surgery.
Okay.
That's a big topic in Colombia. Like for men, as far as for me personally, it doesn't really bother me as long as it looks right. Because some women go overboard with it. You know what I'm saying? Their leg to ass ratio is not right. You know what I'm saying? So they can go overboard with it. But if it looks right, I don't mind it. You know what I'm saying? As far as it looks good. And another thing is, you got to make sure, like, you brought up a topic yesterday that was very interesting about men falling in love with women in Colombia or abroad. And that's something you got to pay attention to. You don't want to go too crazy. You want to make sure everything you do is real. So like for brothers that are traveling, wherever you're traveling, you got to make sure you're looking for the right experience. And sometimes we make a mistake of having this thing I call gringo. What's the word? It's a gringo entitlement. You think because you travel out of the country, right? You are Don Juan, Mr. Everybody love you. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the money in your pocket. All right. You set yourself up if you travel in that type of mindset. Because if you are really trying to look for some real type of friendship and relationships, you're not going to be able to find that because you're walking around with that type of mentality. What I mean is if you meet someone wherever you go, you know what I'm saying, and you project yourself as someone that could take care of their life or you could make everything similar for them, well, guess what? They're going to expect that forever. You know what I'm saying? And let's say you do hook up with that person, right? Guess what? The day you're not able to deliver or they can find someone that can do it better than you, they gone. You know what I'm saying? So I think we as brothers, especially from the States, we have a unique position here. We have a position to travel out of the country and be as broke as we want to, but as comfortable as we want to, you know what I'm saying? And not go overboard and try to live to those people's standards, how they are live. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what I found, and I met a lot of beautiful women in Colombia, and they know how to budget their life. It's normal to them. You know what I'm saying? It's normal for them to take a train instead of a taxi. They like that shit. This is how they live, the way they walk. They love that. It's normal to them. Like if you want a Colombian woman to fall in love with you, make her walk. Make her walk a couple of blocks. Yeah, she love that. She don't want to take a taxi. This is something that she does. She does this in Colombia. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of different. And then when we do a little bit extra, you don't got to do it all every day because that's what she's gonna be expecting. So like on my show, I try to show people how you can find that genuine type of friendship, and then the one where it's just gonna be you coming out your pocket every time. So I don't want you brothers to come out your pocket, man. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Don't get into that delusion of she loves you, because she had sex with you. It's not true.
Let me do this. I'm gonna actually other super chat here. Thank you, brother OB, for that. Let me kind of get to this real quick. You mentioned something that I made a video about when I was talking about I love black women, and you were saying, I think you mentioned this. I love my sisters, but I would like to deal with some sisters that think a little differently. A lot of black men I found out who are, because the travel thing is getting real big in the in the manosphere circles, and I know the travel guys are kind of coming into the manosphere. Yes Jonas, Tailor Made, guys like that. Why are black men like yourself making statements like, I love black women, but I want a black woman that thinks a little differently? What issues are black men having in the United States where they even need to consider doing this? Colombia, Brazil, DR. In your opinion, why are black men looking for women to think a little bit differently?
All right, I got it. This is gonna be a sensitive topic because I'll have 1,000 women come chop me up. But I love my sisters in the States. You know what I'm saying? And I come from a one-sided family where it's just women only. You know what I'm saying? As far as that's concerned. But I appreciate my sister here. But some of them are on a different type of wavelength as far as treating men differently, especially when we have this this new movement going on in this country where we are just being stepped on as men, being disrespected as men. And Latin culture and African culture are similar, but they're different. Women in a Latin culture treat men differently. They make them feel different, and I really love how they do it. Now, I'm a human being. I was born on this earth. I'm a human being, and this is what I want people to understand. Like, I'm free to go wherever I want and deal with whoever I want. This is why I want to see the world. I have comments of people like, "Oh, black men sensationalizing Latin women." Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Listen, I'm human. All right. I'm doing myself a disjustice just dealing with what's in my neighborhood when I have the ability to go somewhere and deal with something I like. You know what I'm saying? I prefer this. This is making me happy. I'm going to change my situation. I don't need to be in a situation where I'm not happy with the way the women think, the women act. They get upset at you when you don't text them. They get upset at you when you do text them. When you buy them flowers, you bring them over here. You do all this extra stuff. You're not making them, giving them the lifestyle they see on love hip hop reality TV show. These are the different type of things that you have to deal with in the States. That Americanized mentality when it comes to women. Not all women think like this. I'm going to say it, but the majority of them do, especially with our sisters. They can really make us feel terrible about even trying to have sex with them. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, you damn. This is a difference when it comes to the Colombian women too, that I see women are more assertive in Colombia as opposed to they are in the States. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, because women over here, they'll wait for you to go ahead and do the things, like, especially when we go out. Like, I'll go to Colombia, and I've been to a couple of hoods in Colombia. These women, like college women, I'm seeing these women come out of school, go to this local little bar around the corner, sit in a table, buy a couple bottles, go in, no dude there, no brother there, having a good time, doing their own thing. These women in Colombia driving scooters. All right, I want to put it in perspective. The women in Colombia are driving scooters. All right, by them damn self. All right, whole bunch of them. You're not gonna find a black sister here. Granted, the sisters drive, but you're not a woman willing to get on a scooter and ride around and go to work or something like that. She ain't doing that. She Ubering it. She's going to do everything she want to do, but she's not willing to do that. These women are more assertive. I've interviewed other women. They said, like, when it comes to women and relationships, man relationships over there, they are more the one that wants to bring home the money, take care of their man. They want to do all that extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now, I come from a American stuff, but I want to provide for my woman as well. But it doesn't hurt that we both had that same mentality. If I meet a woman in Colombia and she has that same mentality like me, I want to bring something home. She want to bring something home. I think that's a perfect dynamic between the two. We want to both do something for each other, as opposed to how in the States, man, you might find some women just. And not only that, it's a whole bunch of systems involved when it comes to the States. How things are set up for women here in the States that are not for the women in Colombia. So it might more be easier for American women to act a certain way towards men because of the way the government is when it comes to financial help, all this extra stuff, as opposed to Colombia, the women that have to go to work. You know what I'm saying? They got to get this money. They got to take care of their family. You know what I'm saying? So. And the fact that it's a just different type of lifestyle. I think what happens is, if the further you are from America, the less Americanized you are. You know what I'm saying? So you go to Colombia and the women are less Americanized when it comes to certain things that women require here and they don't require in Colombia. I'm sorry if that made any sense to you or
No,
no.
no, no. It made sense. It made sense.
Okay.
And guys, do me a favor. I know some people said they couldn't super chat. If you can't, don't worry about it. I appreciate you. Appreciate the effort. Do me a favor, but give me the likes on the video. We got 283 people watching right now. Thank you, brother Carl, for the $2. I really appreciate you, brothers, in the building. There's elite class trucker. So get the likes up on the video, and then towards the middle, I'll make sure we get the brother some subscribers before he in the show. So get the likes up, brothers. 279 watching. We have 94. I like to see 60 brothers or sisters to go ahead and like the video for me if you can do that. Let me talk about this. You lived in Colombia for 3 months. I know you do speak a little bit of Spanish, but what were you noticing, outside of the women, living in Colombia for 3 months? What were some of the differences that you noticed that's different from Colombia than living in the United States that you did like, and then what you didn't like?
Well, you don't need a vehicle to live in Colombia. That
Mm-hmm.
was the transportation, like as far as anything. Well, in Medellin, the way they have it set up, you can take buses or metro rail or anything like that. And so that right there, I kind of enjoyed that you didn't need that. They have a different type of system when it comes to drivers. Like as far as if you did have a vehicle, like there's certain times, depending on your tag, you're not allowed to drive. I guess for the environment purposes, they have it set up like that. But for the most part, the city was available through Metro Rail, which was getting around was very cheap, super cheap to get around. You know what I mean? That's something I did love. The food in Colombia can be a little diverse because of in Medellin, because of the way it is. You have to, all the food comes from Panama or it's imported in or something like that. So the fruit was fresh as far as meat wise. That was something interesting. You needed to know what restaurants to go to. We here in America, if you're used to like this being a standard bottle to drink, now you get smaller bottles, smaller. It's just a different way of how they serve food over there that I had to get used to. It's not that I didn't like, it's something I just had to get used to. One thing I did love about the city was on Sundays and then every other Wednesday had something to promote physical fitness. This is throughout the whole country, right? And that was very interesting. It was like a huge social event. More of some people might relate it to a religious event, but it's more social where they really have these physical fitness ventures out in the street, like in the Poblado area, which was like the richest area where I was staying at in Medellin, Colombia. They shut down this whole street for people to run on. You know what I'm saying? Just so people and families can go out and run and exercise. It was free Zumba classes and everything. That was something that was cool to do. You know what I'm saying? Like be around other people and mingle with other people while you're running. That was something that I loved doing.
What were some of the things that you did not like?
That's hard to say. There wasn't too much things I did not like. As far as anything, I'm being serious. The weather over there was good. It's a city of eternal spring. That's why I picked that city, because it's always springtime over there. It's never too hot over there. It's always springtime because of where it is in this world, right? And another thing, if anything, I probably didn't like is you just needed to know what restaurant you were going to eat at. You know what I'm saying? Like if you go downtown, there's so many different ventures, and some of these ventures, they keep food, like they save and preserve the food. So you might not want to go there. It's cheap for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And then you got places that give you great, amazing food in downtown. So you just needed to know where you were going. There wasn't too much. The reason why I like Colombia so much is there's room for any type of budget you want to have over there. If you traveling on a minimal budget, there's room for you there. You just need to know where to go. If you want to ball out, you can ball out, but you're not gonna ball out too much. You know what I'm saying? The money you're gonna waste is not gonna be a lot when you want to ball out. I got a boy. He's living in the equivalent of living in Manhattan, right? He's living in a nice apartment in Poblado area, pool, rooftop pool, everything. You know what I'm saying? And he's paying around $900, everything included. You know, and that's living large. You know what I'm saying? And he could have gotten a bigger place if he wanted to, if he moved from that area. But where he's staying at, it's like it's luxurious.
Mhm.
The city is very interesting because in Poblado area, it's more. If you go there and you close your eyes, you think you're somewhere in the United States. You know what I'm saying? Then you head to downtown, you go over this one bridge, and then you're back in time. Now you're in a rustic. You feel like you're in a rustic third world country, right? Thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people outside, right? Majority of these people are just hardworking people going to work and trying to live their life. You know what I'm saying? Very slim people, you know, trying to go in your pockets. I think when people think about Colombia, think about kidnapping, and they think about someone pickpocketing or generally traveling. They have all these different things involved. But I think, and when going to Colombia, it's not like that. These people are like you and me. They want to live their life. You know what I'm saying? They want to live their life. They want to enjoy their time. They're not trying to scam nobody. They're good people. And in my videos I post, I encounter people, random strangers, and they just show you that they just regular people. They just wanna live their life. They want to enjoy their time. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh, I'm back.
I don't have nothing negative to say about Colombia per se. As far, you know, there was one thing that happened to me on this trip. I don't know if I could talk about. This one time, I think it was last week. I was staying with my boy while I was there, and he lives in front of this university, right?
Mm-hmm.
The students went crazy. They started protesting. They blocked the streets, right? They blocked the streets, and then when they blocked the streets, they started throwing smoke bombs to stop the traffic. Now, I recorded all of this, and the police eventually showed up, and they started throwing smoke bombs at the SWAT team. Right? And then the SWAT team starts throwing smoke bombs at them. Okay. In the States, this is that Colombian DNA. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I say this to say this. I say that to say this. This was going down, right? Meanwhile, the whole city was minding their own business. This was between the students' issue, what they had going on. You know what I'm saying? They had an issue going on. They wanted to protest about, but everywhere else, the world, Colombia was fine. I think when we do see a news on TV, we might see one part of Colombia going crazy, and then we get worried about traveling there. It's not happening everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
No one got arrested. The end result was the kids went home. The SWAT team went home. The SWAT team didn't even chase the kids into the school. You know what I'm saying? It's just some stuff that these kids wanted to protest about, and it happened. You know what I'm saying? They probably still protesting about it, but no one got hurt. Just people just had to make their stance. That's something that I don't think you'll see in the United States, because if you throw smoke bombs at the police coming at you in the States. They coming for you. They coming to whoop that ass. They coming to arrest you. All that.
Let me ask you this, and guys, I know we have some brothers. Shout out for the super chats. Let me read them out. I thank you guys so much for the support. Thank you, Brother Dwayne Brown, and I see Brother Sasua, the Dominican Republic, Brother T. Will. I'm gonna read those here, but let me ask you this. I asked Brother Sasua, Dominican Republic, about being black. You know, because I'm living in Poland, so I can definitely understand about being black in Poland. But let's talk about, before we kind of get into, for somebody who might want to live there, things they want to need to do. Let's talk about how people take you as a black person coming to Colombia, as far as, you know, any racism or things like that. How do people take you being a outsider and being black, and your experiences with that?
Okay, good question. As far as being black traveling to Colombia, they don't know you're not Colombian unless you open your mouth. Once you open your mouth, and depending on how you dress, they can tell. You know what I'm saying? But as far as anything, so many black people in Colombia is ridiculous. And Now, if you're staying in the Poblado area, which is the more of a tourist area, you might not find too many black people hang out there. Just don't hang out there. They don't like to hang out there. They got their own little spot they want to hang out and go to. That's just them. But like as far as black people, they are everywhere in Colombia. It's ridiculous. Now, as far as how people react to me, like I met so many different friends. I don't know if it's because they realized that I was American that they treated me differently. But as far as anything goes, I've never had a time where I felt like I was being discriminated upon. I know a lot of people made it say like, oh, you look like I've seen videos where women have said that they felt like they were being discriminated upon. It might be more curiosity than anything, right? One of my favorite things I like to do is go on the train, right? Because you can meet some women on the train, right? Beautiful women. Right, is I'll go on the train and I'll be quiet for a second, train be packed, and then I'll start talking. If I'm with somebody talking English, they start looking at you like you Japanese. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And 9 times out of 10, someone wants to exercise their English because there's some people that speak English and they finally get an opportunity to speak English. You know what I'm saying? They want to talk to you. And it's one of those social environments like where I meet people like on the train, like especially women. They want to talk, they want to have a conversation, they want to, what's going on? The curiosity between an African American woman, man, is very like good. Like they want to know where you're from, what's going on, what's up with you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like I said, when you do approach these people, don't come out with that gringo entitlement. You know what I'm saying? Feeling like, oh, you get them all. You know what I'm saying? You're going to lose that way. But this, be humble about it. Talk about it. I recently posted a video about me going to a game to watch a soccer game.
All right.
I didn't plan on going to the soccer game. I was with one of my subscribers, and I told him, let's go to this part of town. So we jump on the train. And while we were talking about where we were going, someone chimed in, and then a girl chimed in. She's like, I'm going to a soccer game. I said, we coming with you. You know what I'm saying? So we some girl I just met. We went with her. We had a wonderful time. We was able to learn some stuff about where she's from, things about that. I think and she was not Afro. They call them Afro-Colombian. She was a regular Colombian paisa. That's what they call Colombians from Medellin. And she was willing to show us around town. We were brothers. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know, maybe if because we spoke English, that draw, I'm not even going to fight the fact if it's, hey, that's what I got. Because when brothers come to the States and they talking different, these women panties fall off. Okay? So, hey, if the dude come from the UK, he talk to a girl, she go crazy. Or France, she go crazy.
Yeah, it's true.
Hey, I use my American language in Colombia. What the hell?
Right.
You got to be crazy.
Right. No. That's absolutely true.
As far as being black in Colombia, it's totally normal. You can go, all the viewers that are watching now, if you go to Colombia right now, I'm telling you right now, it is normal. It is not abnormal. It's normal to be there. You don't open your mouth, they think you're Colombian. I use this a lot when I do go to places at night because I like to go to certain places, certain hoods. I've been invited to different places. And when I go, I know that fact and I use it to my advantage, even though yo habla un poquito español, right? But at the same time, I use that to my advantage. These motherfuckers don't know where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's kind of crazy. The same way we might have that look in the United States as far as, oh, he's black, be careful. You know what I'm saying? They still have that type of stigma about us over there. Like, oh, don't mess with him. Don't get him upset. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know, they have that. It's kind of crazy, but hey, use that to your advantage while you're traveling. You know what I'm saying? Just use that to your advantage if you can. You know, use it.
Let me just do this real quick. Let me shout out to people that are super chat. Now I will ask this question last. Obi Okaguale, Colombian women versus Brazilian women. Who wins? I mean, in your opinion. I mean, kind of briefly.
Me, I've never been to Brazil, but I would say Colombian women.
Okay. Okay. Let me shout out to you for super chat, brother. Let me go ahead and go. Moses Jenkins testing $2. Thank you so much. Dre Raphael Diary9, Dr. Deacon Eric P, Tip Jar, thank you. T Will, what up, Ace? Spin the wheel, that's T Will, thank you, T Will. Sasua, Dominican Republic, always stay alive. WTU, what up, Oshay? Thank you for the show yesterday, brother. Thank you. Dwayne Brown, $20. Grazios, I-32. Ace was the reason I visited Colombia, one of the best experiences of my life. Wow. Thank you so much, brother, for that. Let me talk to you about, you actually want to move to Colombia. At least I think you want to spend a part of your time there. You spent there 90 days. You came back. If you were to go back again, what were some of the things that you would have in place to do it full time? What were some of the things for some of the brothers out there that want to get their expat life on and stuff like that? What were some of the things that you would do if you were trying to go to Colombia? Some of the things you would take care of here in the United States first before you made that move.
Well, as far as I need to be financially stable to, I need to make some form of income. Right now, some of my income is coming from consultations I do for brothers who want a tailored experience traveling to Colombia. And you hit me up and I can give you a tailored experience, whatever you're trying to have. If you want an experience where you actually getting involved and meeting some genuine Colombian women, or where you can go, I have that. If you want to meet some fast ass, I know where you can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, you're right.
I think what the most part is, brothers are intrigued about traveling. And for me, my channel is mostly about making brothers travel more. Wherever you go, like, travel more, whatever you want to do, like, whatever your situation is, I want you to understand you can switch that up. You can change that. I'm not telling you to run from your problems, but I'm telling you, you don't have to accept the situation you're in. You can change that. Regardless of whatever you got going on, you are empowered to do so. Just get part of this membership and you can do it. Another way is also getting more viewers to my channel. You know what I'm saying? More viewers to my channel, that would be great. You know what I'm saying? I don't really get that much views. You know what I'm saying? I'm still low key in the bottom level, but I'm trying to make a difference out here. And I want to see the world. I'm in the future, I will be starting a Patreon account. I just want to give people that good information. One idea I want to tell people is this: when it's time to retire, and this is why I showcase on some of my videos in Colombia, but not only for Colombia. When it's time to retire, guys, if you have a pension plan or you have a 401k in place, depending on where you are in life, that money that is guaranteed to you might not be worth the amount when you get it. So you have to consider, are you going to live your life in the United States, or you might want to consider somewhere out of the country? You know what I'm saying? And where can you go? So I'm trying to give people those options and ideas, like, hey, maybe I can move to Colombia and live a wonderful life over there and save a third of my money doing it. You know what I'm saying? That's something you might want to consider. These are the things I do on my videos, and I want to, like, help people find out how they can do it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Just kind of what I'm guessing you're saying is, basically you would make sure you have a little bit more financial stability, kind of build up some more income and stuff like that before you just hop over there. You would do things like that. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah, as far as that, yeah, I would need more of a financial stability. I'm almost at that level as far as income when it comes to YouTube. I'm almost there. I'm not there yet. You know what I'm saying? So, brothers, go ahead and subscribe. All you gotta do is watch the video.
Yeah, let me do that. Let me go ahead and shout some people out real quick, and I'm gonna just do something, guys, while we're here. I'm gonna look at the subscriber count, and let's see if we can get the brother 100 subs right now. So yes, 4,249 subscribers. I talked to my man yesterday, brother Richie. He got over 57 subscribers, so I was glad about that. Let me do this though. Let me shout out some of the people that supported in the chat. And Erica, okay. BB Thomas Trucking, always support the show. $22 one of our moderators. Thank you, brother. BB Thomas. Erica Williams, is he doing the travel book? A group of YouTubers going to Colombia next year in 2019. Super excited to go. His channel looks great. Thanks for the information. Yeah, do you ever think about doing a travel book, brother?
That's something we were talking about earlier, and it might be something I should think about doing. Hopefully, I could collab with you, and you could give me some good advice on doing so.
Okay.
I would love to do a travel vlog. Yeah, of course.
Okay. So this is what I want to do. We got 42, 49 subs. So let's take him up a little bit if we can, brothers. You know what I'm saying? Help the young brother.
Come on.
Get that YouTube money. So I'm gonna take this opportunity right now before we get back to the interview, and I have another show with the UK guys. But right now, actually, that's the wrong link. Hold on a second. Let me put the right link on here. Damn, white man holding my links back, brother.
No problem.
Let me do this real quick. This is Ace Live. All right. So right now he has 4,254 subscribers. Do I have 50 brothers right now that'll take him there? All right, sub. Let's go ahead. I need all the people to go into the description or into the live chat, subscribe to the panel, hit the bell. I'll give you a shout out. Thank you, Doug. Thank you, Hogan Red Pill. Thank you, Brother Justice, for subscribing. CD to God, thank you so much. Who do we got? Waiting on the link. Thank you, Brother Patrick Glande. He subbed. Now hit the bell, brothers. I'll make sure you hit the bell. All right. Hit the bell on the channel too, brothers. When you go over there, he has some really, really good stuff. So let's see what we got. All right. I need all you brothers to subscribe. Let's get 100 brothers over there. Okay. 4259. Y'all niggas is, come, what is that? That's 5 people. All right. Freelance. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lonnie Cabal. Thank you, Dre, Raphael, Joker Dan. Thank you. Jay Beezy Bezzy. Thank you. Moses. Thank you. All right. So I know I see our numbers dwindling here. Pedro the IT man. Thank you, sub. I appreciate you. Living my best life. Do me a favor. Hit that link right there and subscribe. Lawrence Q. Thank you for subscribing. BP Thomas Truckett. Subscribe. Hit the bell, y'all. Don't forget. Subscribe, hit the bell. What do we got now? We got what? 4259. 4265. It's not going up quick enough. Maybe y'all subscribing so fast that the white man is holding y'all back. It is. So guys, help me help the brother get to the subscriber. I know some of you guys already know him. So again, I'll do that. And we got about 5 more minutes. I got to do the UK podcast here. But continue, for those people who want to subscribe, you can also go into the description. Let me ask you this. I know that you want to do your Medellin. You've been going back and forth. You've been doing that. What other countries do you plan on going next outside of Colombia?
Oh, good question. I want to go to Southeast Asia.
Okay.
Because I hear it's cheap. Basically, I want to go to any place where you can maximize your American money. And I want to showcase that. And not only that, I want to showcase my color to people who have not seen my color. I want people to get comfortable seeing this color. Like, I want to go to places where it's areas where people talk down about Africans at anywhere, you know, as far as like going to China. Shout out to Wody, Maya. I want to go to China as well. I want to link up with him. I want to go to places where they look at me crazy. I want people to feel uncomfortable. And then I want to not only do that, I want to see if I can change people's ideas. You know what I'm saying? I'm not seeking nobody's approval, but I just want to just change people's ideas, talk with the people. You know what I'm saying? This is planet Earth. This belongs to us, everybody. That if you were born here, you're a human being. You're not suggesting. Southeast Asia, I would love to go. I heard about this water gun festival that's in Thailand. I would love to go there. I think that's in April, and just roam around. And of course, I want to go to Africa. I need to see it. You know, that's something else we need to showcase. I want to see Africa because it's not too much great information about there. Then we don't see too many brothers out there doing it in Africa. So I want to do something in Africa. We see other people doing it, but I want to do something special in Africa as well.
All right. So again, guys, you know, I gotta run to I got 2 more shows today. The Rumble. I got the British guys. Again, I want to give a shout out to you, brother. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching your channel. I actually was commenting on your videos. Let me just Moses Jenkins, 3 tips for approaching Afro-Colombian women. Thanks. Let me ask you this: what are your 3 tips for approaching Afro-Colombian women, brother?
All right, perfect. Clean your face. Your hygiene better be right. You know what I'm saying? Don't come correct. Come correct. Because them brothers over there is smooth. You know what I'm saying? Those brothers smooth over there. So come correct. First off, come correct. Don't come on. Your attitude has to also be correct as far as you gotta be, these girls are like romantic. Even the ones that are working, they all romantic, hopeless romantics. So come correct, you know, and show that you're interested in them as far as that go. And if you can dance, that'll be great. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If you can't dance, at least be able to communicate with the, be able to be social, be a social type of person. Because some people, I know some people are not as social, and then some people are worried about not speaking the language. You don't have to speak the language, right? I know several brothers that can attest to this. Just flip out your translator. They're willing to talk. They're willing to talk to you. If they like you, they're willing to talk to you, and they're willing to go through a translator with you. So it's not hard to communicate with Afro-Colombian women. They're beautiful, man. They're beautiful. I love them.
Okay.
Chocolate.
All right. Yeah. Okay. All right, man. Well, anyways, like I said, man, for all you brothers, man, I want to thank you guys, for coming out tonight to the show. We have 2 more. The Sunday Rumble is going to be crazy today. That's the show that Black YouTube loves to hate on Sundays. It's going to be packed. We got Obsidian leading it off. Why are Black people so disrespectful to the police? It should be a very controversial show, so it should be cracking. Thank you so much, James Jones. Ace is the realest. Had a great time with him in Medellin. Truly a legit brother. Gator, shout out to you, man. Living my best life. Ace #1. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you, all you brothers, man. Thanks, Ace, man. We'll definitely be doing another show again. And peace out to you. Guys, I peeped the Colombian sister when he was on Russell's channel, brother CR Frank. So a lot of people know who you are, man. They've been following you. Yeah.
I'm glad someone mentioned that. I have to give a shout out to out of the matrix. I gotta give a shout out to Taylor Made, bro. You know what I'm saying? I did an interview with him, and I got so much love from that interview. So of course I got to shout out my boy Taylor Made. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He has done something special for that island, and forever I'm indebted to that brother, man, for showing me some game. He has given me game, you know what I'm saying, that's been very valuable to me. And so I can't leave this broadcast without saying shout out to Taylor Made. Yeah, and so guys, if y'all wondered like how they know this chocolate sister, because I had her on Taylor Made show.
All right, and shout out to brother D-Han. He says, I almost got robbed in El Poblado, Colombia in February 2018. A short little guy tried to pickpocket me. I almost split him in half. I was rolling deep with brothers too. Oh man, but anyways, again, he says, CR Frank, she was thick as fuck. Might need to trick my Bitcoin. Send that video to me, brother, so I can see that. Put that on my WhatsApp, that player.
I'll send you some.
Yeah, man, hit that up. Hit me on that WhatsApp, that player. Okay, but guys, I'm about to go head over to the other channel. I got to do the British dudes because I missed them yesterday, and I got to do the Sunday Rumble tonight, man. So I got you guys know I got 3 shows again. Thank you again, bro, for giving me a hell of a show, man. I appreciate you for your time, man. You guys go subscribe, man. This is Ace Live, and we out. Peace.